Another beautiful Saturday here in Pelham, and what's up with all you rail fans? I'm doing a mix of work and hobby today. I draw on more creativity when out and about, and the atmosphere and the feel right now is perfect. Well, looks like the hobby side is about to kick in real quick here because we already have a clear signal here at Lee. But in addition, I am also putting a new rig to the test to see how it works. Last time I was using an action camera with a separate microphone. This time I'm using one of my older cell phones, which takes really good footage, and have it on this placement rig and the microphone plugged in but sitting on top. Not to mention, I also got a 10,000 milliamp battery pack sitting on the side, and a nice place for my scanner. While chatting with Dylan for a bit, that train that's coming north is already in that Pelham block. This is Q188 coming from Fairburn, Georgia, en route to East Thomas Yard, BNSF. You know, I have talked to other railroaders and rail fans who talk about train IDs from the past. Q188 is one of them. For example, I used to live in Florida way back in the day, and I used to watch the other Q188 fly out of Tampa and head towards Jacksonville. Danny Harmon, aka Distant Signal, can testify to this. You can check out some of his older videos and you will see that train in there. Well, I was hoping for a tag-along train to follow the stacks, but that's not happening. Now hanging here between the tracks, I am enjoying that shade but hating the gnats. Yep, it's that time of year for them. Also while in this spot, I can't help feel we should have like a viewing platform or something. Like the many towns I've seen that had one built for trains to be seen. This would be an ideal spot for one. Oh yeah. I have had a few locals as well as a few rail fans who are unfamiliar with the area ask me a few questions about these tracks. I guess with the high railers occupying both lines right now, let's talk about the Lineville, shall we? Well, from my many videos, as you've seen, this is the CSX Lineville Sub. Now, this subdivision branches off of the S&A South Sub at Parkwood Junction near Bessemer, Alabama. From there, it ventures east, or timetable south, to the Manchester Sub in Manchester, Georgia. Once known as the Atlanta, Birmingham, and Atlantic Railroad, then later the Atlanta, Birmingham, and Coast, or ABC, the line linked Birmingham and neighboring regions, accessing the area's rich minerals and resources, mainly like steel. It's not the fastest of subdivisions. It does deal with some serious grades and some very sharp turns, especially when you get to the areas of Talladega and Weathers and the area of Lineville. Just from going through Pelham alone, it starts up that hill towards Chelsea, and I do see trains struggle up that grade. But once it goes through Chelsea and downhill, it'd be smooth sailing into Coosa Pines. Besides the Manchester Sub, the Lineville Sub also intersects with the A&WP coming out of Montgomery, Alabama. In addition, in Manchester itself, it also intersects with the Fitzgerald Sub. And I know you've seen those videos of me catching trains on that subdivision. Okay, with that little segment out of the way, here comes that high railer I was talking about. He's coming from Parkwood Junction and will be going to Watkins, the next siding to the south. Now here at Donut Joe's and grabbing me a sugar rush, there is a train following that high railer, and looks like we're getting more orange, and coming from East Thomas Yard this time. This is Q183 on its way to Fairburn, Georgia.
Clear, Lee Street, Q183 to the south.
There was no action after the stack trains, and the S&A was just sound asleep. But once again, a different story for the Lineville. A southbound is lined up there, but there must be no opposing traffic for it. But with the wait going on, I might as well tell you about the S&A. Let's do this. Okay, the S&A, or S&A South Sub. It runs south out of Birmingham to Montgomery, Alabama, running almost 88 miles in length. Many subdivisions, in case you may have noticed, are named after cities or towns, certain locations or geographies, or even past railroads. For example, the Lineville Sub, it's named after a town here in Alabama. I've been there. However, the SNA is named after the South and North Alabama Railroad. Of course, over the years, it became the L&N, or Louisville and Nashville. Then the SCL and L&N, known better as the family lines. Then it was the Seaboard system, which leads to the last merger so far with the CNO-BNO, or Chessie system, which you now know with that merger, it became CSX. Okay, good timing. Looks like we're going from pumpkins to blueberries, and whoa, a lot of them. We got a mixed freight coming our way and heading to Waycross. This is Q515. And with that line of engines plus DPU, it is either a heavy train or a heavy train that's also a power transfer. Here we go. Well, I was on the verge of packing it up and heading out, thinking there was not going to be another tag-along train. And guess what? That was proven wrong in a heartbeat. 515 yet to get out of the block of Pelham, and Lee Street here already showing a restricted signal. I already knew who it was, but Montana gave me a heads up regardless. And you know what, Montana? I always appreciate the heads up, man, so thank you. All right, rolling up the rails, we got lots and lots of grain. This is G299. By the way, once the graphics disappear, take a look at that station wagon, second guessing on beating the train. It's off to the left. Well, looks like Lineville has been a busy one today, and the SNA just snoozing away. And well, I'm out of here, but I have a feeling something will pop up on those other tracks. It always happens. It's a rail fanning curse. Anyway, here at milepost A&J 959.66 in Pelham on the Lineville Sub. Thanks for watching. Until the next milepost.